Well, she's all you'd ever want. She's the kind that like to flaunt and take to dinner. She always knows her place. She's got style, she's got grace. She's a winner. She's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. Talking about that little lady. And the lady is mine. What in the world?
Do you know who that song reminds me of?
Who?
Her sweet Lynn.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah,
it does.
It does
reminds me a lot of her. You know, she turned 50 and we didn't do anything for her.
I know, I've been thinking about that and how we have got to correct that break. Just
that absolutely.
Mistake. Yeah.
You know what? I bet there's a lot of people who love her who would like to correct that mistake too.
You know, I'm pretty sure there are. We probably need to make a few phone calls when we get back home.
Will do.
Yeah.
I think a couple of them want to talk to her right now, don't you?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
I'm text them.
Well, let's turn it over to them. See what they have to say.
All right. Sounds good.
Happy birthday, dear daughter, for the 50th and half time. I'm really lucky to be able to say that. You have made me so happy and proud through all these years with your loving and caring heart and talents. How can so much be wrapped up in one person? As you have met your life's challenges, it's been done with grace, dignity, honor, and a good heart. You have always taken the high road. You definitely live the creed, I am third. You have said, I am the wind beneath your wings, but dear daughter, you have soared on your own. I wish you many, many more happy birthdays.
Hi, Lenny. You are a great testament to the expression, a winner never quits and a quitter never wins. I think one of your earliest achievements was to be the first girl to be elected president of the grade school student council. I think you followed that with, and I'm not too sure if the order, as the head of the dance and drill team, treasurer of your senior class, National Honor Society, and one of the finest. You were named by the faculty as the most outstanding girl graduate of your high school graduating class of about 600 students. Then you followed that with graduating in 3.5 years from college, even with honors, even though you transferred from one university to another at the end of your freshman year. Following graduation, you have been very successful in sales and even accepted a position with Kraft that necessitated a move by yourself to be far away in Portland, Maine. Then you continued your business success with the Energizer Corporation and its division Edgewell, I think as Director of Sales. You have blessed us with 3 very handsome grandsons. You have traveled extensively, beginning as early as junior high to Europe and China. And you've done all that and more while maintaining an outstanding, effervescent, glowing, and infectious smile and personality. Because of time constraints, I have glossed over and omitted many of your other achievements. But as I said at the very beginning of this, you are a winner, and we are all very proud of you.
Well, hey there, and happy birthday, Lynn. I bet you're getting a little nervous about it now. You know, when Stephanie asked me to say a little something about your birthday, I didn't even know where to begin. I mean, after all, we have known each other for a while. But for those of you who don't know Lynn, particularly in the same vein that those of us in the family do, you'll be surprised to learn that she is a bit of a control freak. This goes back a long way, by the way. When we were kids, we had to wash dinner after the dishes, part of our daily chores. However, when Lynn was washing dishes, you couldn't start drying until there were 3 dishes in the drying bin. Because God forbid one of us were to finish before the other one. There had to be equal display of labor. I guess she was all for about the women's rights and equality, even going back to childhood. And I guess that kind of folds into the fact when you look at what she did when she went to school. I mean, we all know that she's become very successful and what have you, but I think it's because of those high powered majors, anthropology, sociology, and women's studies, that prepared her so well for the business world. I mean, it's clearly worked. And then I got to thinking, well, where has she spent her time? Where has she spent money? What has she done to reward herself for her hard work? And then it came to me, Nordstrom. This woman is so well respected and so admired in the Nordstrom circles. She knows when the sales happen before you and I do. And she may even know before the CEO, because she's probably dropped more money there than I made in the last 2 years combined. And then there's the shoes. Shoes have a long and storied history in our family. I think it all begins with our grandmother, Nani. Lynn has done everything she possibly could to continue on this family tradition. I think back when she was around 16 or 17 years old, she had over 100 pairs of shoes. She worked for, I believe it was Polo, down on the plaza at the time, and I'm fairly certain that no paycheck ever walked out of that building, because she used every single solitary cent for a new pair of shoes every pay period. But hey, she looks good doing it. And then, of course, how could we not mention anything about Lynn's proclivity for infatuation with dubious men? No, I'm not talking about you, Kevin. I know, I had you there for a moment. But seriously, she kind of likes the bad boys. For years and years and years, she had a picture or a poster of David Lee Roth. And then, of course, there's the ongoing admiration and infatuation with bad boy Johnny Depp. What's really so funny about Lynn is she's really not funny. That's what makes her so doggone funny, is that when you tell her a joke and it takes her a minute to kind of process it, and then it kind of dawns on her, hey, that was kind of funny. But in all seriousness, happy birthday, Lynn. No one deserves a happier day than you. You are the glue that holds this family together. And you have done more for me than anyone in this room could possibly know. I love you and wish you a very happy birthday and many happy returns.
Hey Mom, sorry I can't be there for your surprise birthday party, but I'm wishing you a lot of love, and I love you so much, and thank you for everything that you've done. Hope you have a blast, and to quote Sam McBratney from his book, How Much I Love You this much.
When it comes to my mom, I think probably one of the first things I think of is probably comfort and home. I remember when I was real young, I can't remember exactly what it was. I think it was I had a bad ear infection, or I was really congested. But it's one of the memories that's always stuck with me is I was crying and my mama came up and she sat on the toilet and she turned the shower on to hot, trying to get the steam going. And she sat there and was holding me while I was crying and just telling me it was all going to be all right. And it's always been that comfort that's I always try to stick with and keep, even when nothing's comforting me. I know there's always that memory of my mama holding me, and it's always what I feel and know that my mama's there for me. My mama's bad sense of humor, and that she doesn't really have one, and that it takes her 5 minutes to actually get a joke. The joke could be dead and buried, and then she comes up out of nowhere and starts laughing, but she always tells you what it was that was making her laugh. So,
Van, what is like the very first memory you ever had of your mom?
We went to Disney World and we saw the Green Army Man, and that was fun. And
Why was that fun?
because I liked Toy Story at the time. She's not funny.
Okay, well, that's in itself funny, but why is she not funny? Like, what does she do that she thinks is funny but is not?
She uses the same words to describe multiple things.
Like what?
Like controversial. That's it. Yeah. She says
Controversial?
controversial for everything.
Okay, that's funny. Say that you were to have some kids right now. Like, what were some things about your mom that you wish would carry forward to them?
That I was able to provide and care for all of them and always give them the opportunities they wanted to do and let them try everything
Mm-hmm. How do you know that your mom loves you?
with what she's been able to provide for our family and what she's sacrificed to do it.
Mm-hmm. How does she fill your bucket?
She's just been able to provide and love.
Mm-hmm. If you could tell your mom anything you would want her to know,
Wish you worked a little less. But thank you for all that you've been able to provide. I love you. It's pretty cool.
Okay, so what I love about Lynn is so many things. I'm already gonna start crying, and I'm sure she's crying at this point in the video unless I'm first. So, I just feel like I've only really been in this family for about 2 years, but she's kind of been like a second mama to me. Every time I come in the house, she always gives me the warmest hugs, and she always kisses me on the cheek, and she says, "Hi, sweetie, I love you. How are you?" And it just makes me feel really happy just because I know that love is there. And whenever I think about Lynn, I just always think of how warm she is. Like, that's definitely a word I would use to describe her, as warm, because everyone that she's around, you can just like see light radiating out of her. No matter if she's insanely frazzled with work or if she is in at very rare relaxed times. If she's ever relaxed, you can still see this like glow off of her of all times. And it's not just because she's like absolutely beautiful, it's just her aura. Lynn is just someone that I have to thank a lot in my life, just because I wouldn't have come to know God if it wasn't for this family. And oh my gosh. And one thing she always tells me is keep shining. And she's written me birthday cards with that word, and that's just what she always tells me. And that's just like held true in my heart for so long, because now every time I hear the word shine, it just makes me think of her, because she's always shining all the time.
Happy birthday, Lenny. It's hard to believe that you're 50 and a half. And a half.
Hi, Lynn. Happy birthday. I'm so glad you're celebrating your life. I'm so proud of you and all of your accomplishments. You're just the epitome of a lady of substance, you know that. Your professional accomplishments, along with your charity work, set a great example for the young women of today. Thank you for being who you are, and may you celebrate many, many more birthdays. Love, Jeannie.
So when I think of Lynn, I think of a loyal, trustworthy, amazing friend. Someone who came into my life at the exact right moment and has shown me nothing but love, even when I didn't think that I deserved that love from anyone. You have supported me, encouraged me, given me wisdom, and I can't even begin to tell you how much that you mean to me, how thankful that I am for you, and how blessed I am to have gotten to know you. So I love you more than I can express, and I'm beyond grateful for you.
When I think of Lynn, I think of trustworthy, true friendship, someone that will always be there for you, someone that will just listen to you, give you advice, give you wisdom, someone that will comfort you. Just an amazing person, hard worker, loves her family. It was just an honor and a true blessing just to become a really good friends with her and a trustworthy friendship with her. It's just been a blessing just to grow close to her and her family. Get to know all her boys, Cal, Eli, and Van. They were true, amazing, hardworking guys. Just a very lucky friend here.
Hi, I'm Brenda Murray. I'm Lynn's stepmother, and I have known her now for about 19 years. Lynn is the little girl I never had, and it's just been a privilege to watch her become the woman she is today. She's had so many accolades through the years. She's given birth to 3 fabulous young men, and she's accomplished so much. But the true Lynn is the most loving, warm woman I think I've ever met. There's not a stranger that goes by that she doesn't have a smiling face and say hello or a hug for them. I'm so proud of her.
Happy birthday, my dear friend. I'm super excited to be able to be here among all these people to celebrate you. You deserve to be celebrated. You are such an amazing woman, an amazing friend, daughter, sister. And I hope that you feel it today. I hope you feel special because you truly, truly are. When I think about you, I think about your amazing smile and your amazingly positive attitude all the time. I don't know how you do that. So many times I've come to you and you've helped me through probably more than you know. Whether it was sitting in your office or sitting on my sofa or on your sofa, you always have a perspective that's valuable and real and genuine. And that's a really rare thing. I think everybody here would agree that the level of trust that everyone can put in you is something unprecedented. We are all so, so very lucky. So, I hope you have an amazing time tonight. I hope you realize how amazing you are every single day. And I hope you always have that big, beautiful smile on your face. And I would be totally remiss if I didn't say thank you for your undying support, for my love of shoes and expensive handbags. I can always count on you to not only not judge me, but encourage the purchase, which is a really big deal too. So anyway, I love you more than you know, and I hope you have a great time tonight. Happy birthday.
Birthday, Lynn! We love you!
Happy birthday, Lynn! Here's to another year of you being the life of the party.
We love you!
Happy birthday, Lynn!
The best days are ahead. You're only going up from here, friend.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.